Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Andrea. I am replacing Larissa in this afternoon. And before I start this conversation, let me explain how Talk and Talk works. So Talk and Talk, guys, is a platform to practice English, Spanish, Italian, and French. This is not a class. I am not a teacher. I am a student too. And I am here just to guide this immersion and have fun with you, Marcelo and Laura. um, so this is a great place to practice our speaking skills. So don't be afraid to make mistakes because this is the perfect place to do it, okay? Feel free to talk a lot, enjoy the conversation, and basically that's it. As it's just us here, I will not divide us because everybody can stay in the main room. Okay, so I think we can start our conversation, introducing ourselves. Laura, please, can you start?
Sure, I can start. So I'm Laura, I'm 29 years old. I live in Campinas with my boyfriend. I work with online education and creation of e-learning and online learning materials. In my free time, I really like to read books, watch movies, and uh, go to some parks and green areas.
Very nice, Laura. To add the introduction, the question is, how are you feeling right now? Can you
Sorry.
share, please? No, no
Sure,
problem.
of course. I'm feeling very well right now. I'm in my mom's house, so it's really nice to be here side by side with my mom. And I'm happy also because the cold weather.
Nice, Laura. Thank you for sharing. And about you, Marcelo?
Hello, guys. My name is Marcelo. I am from Porto Alegre, Rio Grande do Sul. I am 44 years old. I'm married. I have two kids, two boys, and a dog. So I work with. Actually, I am an systems analyst. Okay, and I like to see movies, to watch series, watch soccer players, and that's it. And today I'm feeling well, a sort of well. I'm sad because uh, my state it's facing a complicated time or a hard time, but I okay. Where I live, it's okay. It's dry. Uh, I have food. I have electrician. I have water, and uh, me and my family have health too. So that's okay. Everything is okay.
Okay, Marcelo, thank you for sharing. And guys, about me, my name is Andrea. I'm 46 years old. I live in Guarujá, the coast of São Paulo, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. Actually, I've been living here since I was 7 years old, so it's a long time. I am married. I don't have kids, don't have pets, because I don't have time to take care about pets, but I have time to take care about my plants. I have a lot of plants in my little balcony, and I really love, guys. And in my free time, I like listening to music, drinking wine, stay here on Talk and Talk because it's like an addiction. I don't know how is it for you guys. What else? And I like going to a rock concerts too. So yeah, this is me. And today I am feeling very happy because the cold weather here, and because my husband is here with me because I am married, but he's working in Ubatuba. It's another city. So sometimes we spend, how can I say, 20 or a month without seeing ourselves. So yeah, I am happy because of this. So that's it, guys. For now, let's start. Marcelo, can you read and answer the next question, please?
Sure. It's the second one.
Yeah.
What is an emotion you frequently feel, and how do you usually express it? I think I feel anxiety uh, because we have a lot of things to do to we need to take I need to take care of my kids. I need to work. I need to cook too. I'm the first cooker at home, something like
Nice.
that. Yes, and it's a lot of things we have to handle. So I think anxiety it's constantly feel in my life.
Yeah, I totally feel you, Marcelo. I am a person that I am a very anxious person, and I consider myself a stressed person too. So imagine this combination, guys: stressed person and anxious. Sometimes when I have so much things to solve, or it's not only about problems, but in general, I'm an overthinker too. So for me, sometimes to go to bed with my mind like open to sleep, it's completely hard for me. Always I have trouble to sleep because of this, because the anxiety, because the stress, because of I start thinking about things that I need to do maybe 1 week forward. So it's terrible for me, guys. And this is the mix that I usually feel: anxiety, stressed. So we need to handle it every day. I totally agree with you. What about you, Laura?
So I'm kind of the same because I'm a very anxious person too. I feel a lot of anxiety in my routine days uh, because of my job, the tasks, and the problems that adult people need to deal with. So, yeah, I'm an anxious person, and I usually express anxiety like sometimes being nervous or eating a lot, like chocolate, and it is not healthy, but sometimes is the way I can deal with it. But yeah, we needed to handle these, and it's a challenging. It's challenging.
Yeah, for me, it's difficult too because I cannot stay without chocolate. I need to eat chocolate every day, guys. So, yeah, it's not health, but what I can do for it now,
That's the
nothing.
point.
Yeah,
That's the point. Yeah.
just try to eat better, but it's impossible for me. And guys, not only chocolate. I really like eating sweet things. So I'm really afraid to become a, how can I say in Portuguese? I just forgot in Portuguese, diabetic, diabetic person, because I will suffer a lot because we cannot eat so much sweet things, imagine it. So yeah, I need to take care. So let's move on. Laura, can you describe a time when you felt extremely happy? What happened?
Yeah, I can describe a situation. It was yesterday. Me and my boyfriend, we were a long time without seeing each other because he was working too in another state. So we spent 1 month and a half away. And yesterday he arrived. And I took him in the airport. I picked him in the airport, and we went to a bar listen to some music and drink a beer, and I was very happy. And I what happened? So I sang a lot. It was a very nice moment. So yeah, sometime when I'm really happy, I usually don't measure myself. I like to speak loudly and to sing and yeah, and drink beer.
Very nice, Laura, because one year and a half without
No, one
singing.
month and a half.
Ah,
One
1 month
month.
and a half. Ah, okay.
Yeah, 1 month and a half.
Yeah, but it's a long time, I agree with you.
Yes, it is. It is. It is because it's I think the same situation of you. Like I live together with him, and when you get some time away, it appears that it's a long, long time.
Yeah. My husband, it's working there, I think, for 2 years, maybe about 2 years. In the beginning, for me, it was really difficult to, yeah, because it's only us. But now I can handle more, and sometimes I cannot see the time he goes to Ubatuba, just for me to stay
Mm-hmm.
alone, to do my things.
Yeah, it's
That's,
good to chew. It's good to chew.
yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I like that. What about you, Marcelo?
Yes, today when the sun comes back and the rain stops, so it's we really need to weather more dry to the things gets better. That's it.
Yeah. I hope everything will get better soon, Marcelo. So in my case, guys, I don't know. Describe a time. I think I will describe a time when I did my first trip abroad, because for me it was very important because I was alone. It was in 2018, and I went to Italy. Actually, I went to Italy to see a U2 concert. I'm crazy about U2, so I had this courage to go to another country with my poor English, because nowadays I can communicate better, but in 2018, guys, it was terrible. But I survived it, and for me, it was really nice, this experience, because alone in another country, to needing to handle a lot of situations. So I felt like a courageous woman. So it makes me feel happy, and it makes me understand that I can do everything that I want. We can do everything that we want. So it's really important. So that's it, guys. Let's move on. Marcelo, how do you handle feelings of anger or frustration? How is it for you?
Uh, uh, I am like to stay by myself, to drink some tea, listen to music, watch some movie. But that's it. Stay alone. It's very important in this moment
Yeah,
because
and
I
what?
can I can I can organize my feelings. I can be quiet and that's it.
Okay, and what kind of music do you like to listen in this case?
I like a lot of kind of music. I'm so eclectic. Eclectic. I don't know if this word exists,
Yeah.
but I like I like samba. I like pop music. I like classic music. I like good music. That's it.
Very nice, Marcelo. I ask you because, for example, when I feel bad or frustrated about something, I like to put like music that can makes me feel, I don't know, more excited, more happy. So I avoid putting calm songs, because I don't know. For me, I think when I put calm songs, I will stay more sad. So I avoid it. I don't know about you.
It's most important to me. It's stay by myself. Uh, so that's it. I can't get better.
Yeah, yeah, I understand you. How is it for you, Laura?
So I I'm similar to Marcelo. I also like to stay alone. But I tend to go out and to walk in a park on a green area near my home, and also to listen to some music. But I think I go out more if I'm feeling anger or frustration.
Nice, guys. And depending on the situation, as I said before, I consider myself a stressed person. So depending on the situation, if it's possible, of course, I like to scream, just it makes me feel so better, guys. You have no idea. But depending on the situation, because if I am at work, for example, it's impossible to start screaming with my boss. So I need you to, how can I say? I need you to, oh my gosh, I forgot the word. Yeah, I need you to keep my emotion.
Control.
Yeah, yes, thank you, Laura. Control my emotions. Sometimes the word disappear of my mind, guys.
I feel you, understand.
Okay, let's move on. Question number 5.
Hi.
So, what activities or hobbies help you improve your mood when you are feeling down? I think we kind of answered this question, but let's go, Laura.
Okay. So yes, I like to go to some parks, green areas, listen to some music that I like. I really like classical rock. So sometimes when I feel frustration, I just put my headset and stay quiet and listen to some music. Also, I like to read. I don't know, I think uh, read it helps me a lot because I can forget the problems that I'm having and go to a really nice story. So yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I really like guys listening to music. So all the time I am listening to music. For example, during the week, I cannot turn on my TV. I don't know why. It's something that I really get used to do it. So I arrive at home. I started doing my dinner, something like that, or put something on the right place in my house. And when I am not here on Talk and Talk, I am listening to music. So for me, it's the best way, uh, yeah, to put my emotions on the right place. And sometimes I like drinking wine, uh, just a glass of wine, Um, what else? I would like to read more, Laura. I really would like to read more, but I am like a not so organized with my feet, my tasks, So yeah, I need to find a time to do it. What about you, Marcelo?
I forgot to say that I like to go to the movies alone too. Yeah,
Nice.
and eat popcorn. It's something that get better, be happy, and how I usually stay at home with my family and I take care of my kids and I food, go out and go to the movies. It's a kind of libertation and I get my own time too. I can to to stay by myself. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's really important to have this time to us, by ourselves, because as I said before, I love my husband, but guys, sometimes it's so nice, it's so amazing to stay alone because I can eat everything. I can eat miojo. I don't need to go to the the kitchen to prepare the dinners if I don't want. So this kind of liberty, it's so good. Yeah. I think it's very important. Okay, everybody answered this question? I think so.
Yes.
So let's move on. Do you like to choose another one, Marcelo? We don't need to follow the sequence, but there is some question that you really want to answer. Please feel
Um,
free.
let me see. I can read the sixth. The sixth.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay. Do you think it's important to talk about your emotions? Why or why not? I think it's very important, and because we need to share this. How can I say this word in English? Uh, uh, share this wave, maybe wave.
Sure. What?
Uh,
I didn't understand.
Peso,
Ah,
carga.
okay.
This. Oh my God.
Share our. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Share our. Uh, I don't know. I think to talk to another person about our feelings, it help us to organize to process. It's better. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. What is it for you, Laura?
So I think it's very important too, especially in relationships. Uh, I think it's essential to share emotions and feelings in a way that both partners can deal with the situation in the best way possible. And also, um, uh, besides that, I think it's important too because when you share your emotions, you understand uh, better what is happening and how you are dealing with that. So I didn't have that habit to talk about my emotions freely. But today I changed that a little bit, and I've really noticed some improvement in the quality of my life. I pass to understand more what's happening and try to solve better the situations and problems.
Yeah, yeah, I totally understand, and I totally agree with you. And I have a question. Do you think that nowadays we are more prepared, more open-minded to talk about our feelings or our emotions than in the past? Because I remember in the past it was so hard. Maybe my mom's time, it was not like we have today, so open
Yeah, I
conversation.
had I have that impression. I think that today it's easier, especially because the psychology studies they are not taboo anymore, because like
Yeah.
they are a little bit, but not so hard as it was in the past. So I think it's easier when you have a friend, for example, like if you don't have a boyfriend or if you don't have a relationship, you can uh, open yourself to a friend. And I think today it's very okay, it's very fine. Everybody understands when the situation is really dangerous and that maybe you need to go to a psychologist or a psychiatric, I don't know, or the situation is just like a good talk. So I think this is, I have the impression that this part improved. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, Laura. What about you, Marcelo?
Sorry.
It's a addictional question that I did. For example, do you think nowadays we are more open-minded to express our emotions, to
Oh
talk?
yes, no doubts about that. Uh, uh, in the past, like Laura said, we have it, a taboo to talk about some things, and now we can to to get more help and to help us to handle with a lot of things, and it's very important, this new moment, this new approach or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. And Laura said something very important about the taboo that in the past, for example, if you talking about go to therapy, go to psychologist in the past, maybe people think you are crazy. So nowadays it's so how can I say, so easy to see people searching about this helps, you know. I think it's important to have someone that is a specialist to talk with you, or like a therapy. I really want to do therapy, guys, because I think it's a good way to, I don't know, to express our feelings, not with only our family or our husband or our friends. So I think when we need something and we need to talk about something more specific, it can be very, very good for us. Okay. Someone, would you like to add something or we can move on? Okay.
We can
So
move.
Okay, so Laura, it's your turn. Please, can you read the next one or choose another one?
Okay. I can read the next one. It's interesting.
Okay.
So, how do you think emotions affect our decision making? So for me, it affects 100. It affects 100%, because when you are angry or frustrated or tired or everything, uh, you can have maybe the not a worse the decision, instead of being happy or confident. So yeah, your decision to solve some problems can differ depending on your mood. So yeah, I totally agree, and I experience that every day. Like sometimes when I'm angry with something, I tend to make some decision that it's not the like the one that I had to take it. So yeah, totally 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah, me too, me too. And for example, sometimes, or we feel we are hungry, something like that. We take a decision, and sometimes we regret about because we just have an impulse to do it to make the decision, but it's not a good one. So it's something that we really need to know how to deal, but it's not easy. What about you, Marcelo?
I agree. I agree, and I prefer to I prefer to to back to the normal before to make a big decision or an important decision, a meaningful decision. Exactly to not to not make a bad choice.
Yeah, and I think there is a ditado, I don't know, it's better not make a decision when we are angry, something like that, because we cannot think it properly, I think. We just
Yeah.
have an impulse and make the decision, so it's not a good way. Okay, guys, I agree with you. Let's move on. I will read the question number 8, guys. Have you ever tried to hide your emotions? Do you have difficult to do it or not? What is it for you, Marcel?
Um, I think I'm bad to hide my emotions. I can to I can to minimize the effects, but everything around me can 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 realize what I feel and what I think. That's it.
Yeah, and do you think it's related with your seu signo or not?
I'm sorry, I'm really
Você
low.
acha, você acha que o fato de você não esconder muito as suas emoções tem alguma relação com o seu signo ou não? Nada a ver.
I don't know. I'm I'm Geminian, and I really don't know if this is uh, some aspect of my sign. I don't know the relation, but I believe in, in science.
Yeah, I ask it because I'm a Virgo girl. For example, people says that a Virgo person it's like a organized person. Mm. I'm organized at my work, but at my home, I am not organized. I am not organized with my time. So I don't feel that I am this kind of Virgo. So sometimes I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I am a different kind of Virgo. But about the question, guys, I really don't know how to ride my emotions. For example, if you say something for me and I not like it, what you said, you will see my face. Even though I try to hide it, I think my face is show for you because I don't know how to ride this kind of emotion. For me, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. What about you, Laura?
Yeah, so for me it's the same. Sometimes I don't express my emotions in like speaking. Let's say it, for example, especially my work. I don't say bizarre things to my boss, for example, about what I'm thinking. But I have friends that say a lot. Come on, Lori, your face doesn't like deceive what you are thinking, So we know that you are frustrated or angry about that situation. So I have a lot of friends that say that. And so yeah, I kind of discovered about them that I don't hide my emotion because my face says everything, you know?
Yeah, I know, I know. I am like that, Laura. It's oh my gosh, I don't know if it's nice, okay? Because sometimes we need it. Sometimes we pass through difficult situations that we need to show a different emotion, but our face cannot do it. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Laura, can you read the next one, please?
Sure, of course. So, do you believe that different cultures express emotions differently? Can you give some examples? So yes, I really think so. I really believe that emotions can be expressed differently from culture to culture. And I don't know, but I use as examples. We have we have cultures that focus a lot of in music, for example, to express emotions, and another culture, for example, likes more to talk to people and get together with the family members or community members to express that. So yeah, I don't know an exactly example like right now, but I really believe that this happens.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. And I think for example, our culture is completely different like USA. People says that in USA people are so colder, so it's different than us. So we we kiss, we hug, so they don't have this contact, you know. And I was thinking about Japan too, like I don't know, I worked for a Japanese guy many years ago, and I remember that he told me, for example, when someone die in Japan, they usually make like a party, like making doces, I forgot, sweets, something like that, you know, to the velório, something like that. So I think it's a different way to express emotion, because here in Brazil we cry a lot, so it's completely different, I believe, and something that I never forget. What about you, Marcel?
Yes, I believe I agree with that, and uh, I I I really prefer the way the other cultures handle with the valores, because it's so painful the way that we culture handle with when the when some parents go away. I
Yeah.
really I really uh, I really want to 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 handle in a different way, but it's just a note.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. It would be better if we don't have this kind of sad feelings, you know.
Yeah.
So let's move on, guys. Even though we know that one day someone will die, but it's difficult.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
because as you said about Japan, they have a different culture. Like for example, a lot of people in Japan follows the Buddhism,
Yeah.
and this religion or philosophy it doesn't talk about that our life ends. So it is just it starts another process. So just thinking about that, it becomes different when you when you needed to deal with some parent passing away, because you can think about that the life of that person has not necessarily ended. It just go through another process and another dimension to continue
Yeah.
growing, you know. So yeah, we have this. I don't know, here in Brazil or in the western part, we tended to believe more that our life is aligned. But in the Eastern, they believe that it works differently. Yeah.
Yeah, Laura, good point of view. That's it, guys. So let's move on. Guys, I think I will skip the question number 10 and go to the question number 11
Okay.
because I think it's a good one. I don't know if you agree.
I
So the
agree.
question, okay. So the
Yeah.
question number 11 is, can you think a movie or a book that deals with emotions in a powerful way? What emotion does it explore? So it's a good one. Marcelo, it's your turn, please.
Take care of a movie book that deals with emotions in a powerful way. Oh, uh, fear, um, uh, our mood too. I think uh, uh, terror films deal a lot with the fear, and I don't know. There are a lot of kinds of movies that deals with different in different ways with our emotions.
Yeah, but for example, have you thought about one specific move that you like it so much because makes you feel like sad or happy or something like
I
that?
I'm like the Lord of Rings, all of the films. it's it's I I I watch it a lot of times, and I always get good emotions. It's a it's a good
Very
sensation.
nice. Very nice. Marcelo, what about you, Laura?
Yeah, while Marcelo was talking about, I was thinking about some specific examples, and I really like the books from the Percy Jackson. It talks about the Greek gods in our lives as it was today, and I've never watched the movies. I know that there are movies, but I read all the books, and I don't know. For me, I really like, and because it talks about confidence and how you can deal with some feelings that create some barrier to achieve some goal, and how to deal with that. And in the book there are a lot of battles, but I think in the I don't know, I think it talks about that, like about the confidence and the barriers that you have in our mind to achieve some really important goals. And yeah, like this book really influenced me and how I deal with my emotions today.
Nice, Laura. I have never read this book, but I will search about because now I am very interested about this book because I really like this kind of feelings. And for me, guys, I just thinking about the movie. Oh my gosh, about the dog and the guy that passed away in Japan. Oh my gosh.
Marley, Marley and
No,
me.
Merly and me, no.
I don't know what the name.
Para sempre ao seu lado, with
I
Richard
don't know the name
Gere.
in English. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that movie.
Oh my gosh, guys, I just thinking about this movie because every time that I watch this movie, I start to cry because it's a feeling that we see a friendship, a really friendship. So it's so beautiful between the animal and between the guys. So it's amazing. And I think, no, it's a true history. So it makes me feel more emotional, because of this, it's Hashi, a dog's tail, that's it, Hashi, that's it. There is a statue about the dog in Japan.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, there is a statue, because this history, it's a true history. So I really love this film, guys. Every time that I see, I cry. I watch it, I cry. Okay, nice, nice. Thank you, Laura. Okay, it's your turn, Marcelo. Another question just to finish it.
Okay. How do you think technology and social media influence your emotional well-being? Okay. I think we 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 have to use with, how can I say that? What's the word in English? To use the social medias, be careful, and and understand that what we see uh, there, it's really a digital life. It's not the true life uh, in most case, because we have the habit to compare ourselves with the the apparently happiness that we see there. So we have to use uh, the, the in the right way. Or that's it. That's it. That's it, guys.
Yeah, Marcelo, I understand you, and I always say that social media, the life on social media is not a fairy tale. I think this life, it doesn't exist because nobody, it's happy all the time, and people put just the best part, the good part on the social media, but we know that it's not like that. So we really need to filter the things that we want to see on social media, you know I don't follow so much influencers. I really follow people that makes content with English, for example, because I am studying. I really like music, so I follow my favorite bands. But I use Twitter, and Twitter sometimes is a terra de ninguém. Sometimes I see myself fighting on Twitter, so it's something that I need to improve. I need to change a little because I really like Formula One. I support Lewis Hamilton, and imagine supporting a black guy on Formula One. It's terrible, guys. It's so a lot of discrimination, a lot of racism, and it's terrible. What about you, Laura?
So yes, I agree with that. In fact, it had last week an immersion about social media, and I don't remember now the person who like mediated the immersion, but we talked about a lot this comparison that we tended
Yeah.
to do, seeing happiness posts, and we tend to compare of what's happening in our life, and this is a crazy situation because it's impossible to be happy with that. It's impossible. So I think social media really influences negatively. I think there is no way to influence positively because I don't know. I'm very critical to social media because I think social media was created to develop this kind of feeling in the people, because if they are not happy, they tend to consume more products and spend money in things that don't matter, but it gives money to the powerful guys that command all our system. So yeah, I'm very critical. I think social media, it's important today because we depend on that to live, to do some marketing of our job. For example, I do a lot of freelance, so for me it's essential to have LinkedIn or whatever. But it's not healthy uh, in any way. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree, Laura. And as we are saying, as we are saying here, for example, people are more anxious because of this, because of social media. Oh, I see Laura's Instagram. Laura's have a good life. Laura's travel every year, every month. Oh my gosh. You start comparing yourself. Oh, I am working a lot. I am doing my best, and why I cannot do the same? So this kind of feelings that make us feel anxious and feels anxiety, feels anxious. So it's not only I don't know. I agree with you. I think it's a good side when you it's possible to filter when you are able to filter the content that you want to see, but sometimes it's not so possible. I don't know if you agree with me, guys.
Yes, I totally feel you.
Yeah, that's it. Guys, I think we don't have more time to answer other questions, so let me know, what do you think? Did you like it, the question, the immersion? How was it for you, Marcelo?
I like a lot. I'm learned a lot with you guys, and uh, you both speak English very well,
Come
and
on, you too, Marcelo.
Yeah, you too.
and and I like too much to talk with you in this Saturday afternoon.
Very nice, Marcelo. I really like it, your presence here, so just keep it going. What about you, Laura?
I really like that discussion. It was new for me talk about emotions in English. It's hard, it's challenging, but I learned a lot with you, and now I feel confident to talk about my emotions in English. I've never tried that, and it was amazing, and I really like this topic.
Oh, nice, nice. It's so good, guys, when we heard about the your feedback, because we are here just to improve, but sometimes it's not easy to talk about feelings, even in Portuguese. So I really happy that you liked the conversation, guys. And I put my LinkedIn, Laura, for you
Okay.
and for Marcelo. And I put on the chat to the survey. Please, if you want, answer for me. It's very important to keep improving our immersions, okay? And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for coming, Marcelo and Laura, and see you around. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Andrea. Bye
Have a
bye.
great